Hello everyone and welcome to the weekly Cinemateq live stream where I set a fire under all of your collective asses. I'm going to be saying a lot of things that aren't necessarily true, but my god, hopefully they're funny. Oh my god, Dory, no. God, why do you guys want me to roast Karsten so much? He's like a YouTuber who's way bigger than me. He could crush me if he wanted to. Alright, I'm going to do that. And for those of you who care to see the roast of Karsten Runquist, hold on to your butts because here we go. Karsten is a weird guy to have to roast. I don't know if you knew this about him, has over 150,000 followers on Letterboxd. And I know that he's bringing that from his YouTube audience of like 600,000 followers. No, I don't know everything about Karsten. I'm not a stan. Don't try to put that on me. But what we really need to talk about is, first of all, the bio. Apparently, he's a guy on YouTube. Did you know that? Of course you did. Because the only reason you're following his boring ass takes, his one-liners that happen to get thousands of views, are only because of that YouTube presence. So naturally, he feels the need to remind us of that fact. Thanks a lot, guy on the top of the mountain. Why don't you yell a bit louder? I don't think the people on base camp heard you well enough. And then he's just letting us know, he's just reminding us that his top 4 favorites are not his actual favorites. No. Oh, no. Precious Karsten needs to be different. These are the films that he's just into each and every month. How wonderful. How fluid your life must be. And so what can we see? What can we tell from the 4 films that he's liked the most from this particular year? Well, apparently he likes Somewhere, a Sofia Coppola film that most people agree is a Sofia Coppola film. Let's look a little bit more at these wonderful reviews that Karsten gives us, that he bequeaths to us. Wouldn't it be nice for me, as someone who actually has good one-liners in his reviews, get 612 likes for something as idiotic as needs more Chris Pontius acting roles? What a screen presence. So there you go. Sofia Coppola has an entire movie reduced to a fucking jackass joke. My god. There's only one jackass around here if you ask me, and it's not the guy you're currently looking at. Then we have Nashville, and I wonder what fantastic insight Karsten has about Nashville. My fellow Americans. 661 likes. It must be nice to be king. Watched this yesterday and put off logging it because I haven't been able to come up with a single thing to say, not in a bad way, obviously, but because there's arguably too much to say. That, you know, is how people say that they're inarticulate. There's just so much to say. I don't know where to start. No. You know what that means? You haven't looked at a thesaurus recently, you don't engage in critical thought, and you have no idea how to put your thoughts into actual words to describe the thing that you have seen. But don't worry, kid, it'll come with time. Maybe. I'm still old and a dumbass, so maybe not. What else do we got on here? Ooh, In the Bedroom. Didn't even bother to write a pithy comment about it. What even is this film? It's directed by Todd Field. That's so cool. I should probably watch more Todd Field films. One of the things I hate about Karsten the most is that I feel like he actually is watching way better stuff than I do. If you are feeling or hearing a pang of jealousy in this roast, it's definitely fucking there. Like, if you look at my diary right now, it's just full of shitty erotic thrillers that I've been watching on the Criterion channel because I have no patience for a lot of the stuff that Karsten is watching. So is he better at watching films than me? Maybe. Is this the roast of TJ? Maybe. Am I gonna look at his review for Made in Hong Kong? No, because he didn't put anything here. So I don't know what to make of this. Should we, however, look, and I think we might find some really interesting stuff if we look at the films that Karsten has rated lowest. I wonder what is here. And wouldn't you know it, it's all of the basic shit you would expect. Wow. Basic film takes coming from Karsten. Who would have thought? Fan 4-stick, half star. Maleficent, Godzilla. Wait, Godzilla half star? Did you say why? What? This is an alright movie. I don't know what's going on here. This is weird. I don't like this. I've been led astray by my initial ranting. But also, Contagion? Contagion, Karsten? The Steven Soderbergh film that was way too real about 3 years ago? That's a 1-star film? That's on the same level as The Room, Karsten. Are you sure? Would you like a redo? Did you say anything about it? I need your words, Karsten. I need your words, Karsten. But I mean, that's obviously stupid. It's a dumb opinion. To say that Contagion is on the same level as Kangaroo Jack, George of the Jungle 2, The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl, Sky High, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Howard the Duck, The Lion King, the remake, don't worry everyone, he's not a complete idiot, and all of these other films that you've given a 1-star review to, Kazam, Cars 2, Downhill, Insurgent, Contagion, on that level, Karsten? I disagree. All right, let's flip around to the other side. Let's Missy Elliott this and see what he's got on the high end. I'm sure it's just going to be Criterion shit. Oh, he's got Twin Peaks. We're best friends all of a sudden. Well, I didn't see that one coming. And he also gave Canadian horror classic Black Christmas 5 stars. So I'm not going to be too cruel to him, at least not more than I have to be. What else can we say about Karsten? Ooh, what are his lists like? Daddy Cronenberg? I mean, if Crash isn't number 1 on this, dude, you can't call a list Daddy Cronenberg and not put Crash number 1. I know that Videodrome is sexy as hell. I know this. I've watched it. I've written essays on it. But no film is hornier than Crash. Daddy Cronenberg, gotta be Crash. The 10 best to ever do it. My top 10 Sight and Sound list nobody asked for. I'm gonna be putting one of these together pretty soon. Let's see where we agree. None of them. So you put Trin, Michael, you put Trin down, and I don't know who that is supposed to refer to. Oh, you want me to go after another YouTuber? You want me to go after someone who has 85,000 Twitter followers? Yo, just 710,000 subscribers, guys. Okay, I have to find a deep, dark inner rage. I have to do the opposite of meditation, where you center yourself and find calmness. I need to dive deep into myself, find chaos, and allow that to branch off into rage. All right, buttholes, it's time for the Roast of Trin. And I'm not doing this because I want to do it. I'm doing it because someone paid me to do it. So let's just have some fun on the way. And the first thing that I'm going to point you towards in this Letterboxd roast is the fact that I actually follow Trin. Just know this is all in good fun, and please do not send your giant audiences to attack me unless they subscribe. Please subscribe to Cinemateq. Anyways, I gotta say, Trin, before we get into the favorite films, before we get into the followers that you have, by the way, you have more YouTube subs than Karsten, but you have like 1/5 of the followers. What's going on there? Are you like trying hard enough, do you think? Let's set that aside from now. The thing that I really need to discuss with you, Trin, is the fact that on your YouTube channel, on your goddamn YouTube channel, you made a review video for people's Letterboxd profiles. And I gotta say, it hurt my feelings. It hurt my feelings, Trin. Do you wanna know why? Do you wanna know why? From a small YouTuber to a larger YouTuber, you did something that I have been doing for a long time. You can go back on my channel. You can see several videos about roasting, reviewing, live streams about roasting and reviewing people's Letterboxd profiles. And with your one video, you got more views than my entire goddamn channel has received. Wait, no, that's not true. I forgot that I have a video that's got like over 150,000 views. So never mind, that's wrong. That's a lie. But it still hurt me, Trin. It still hurt me to see a big YouTuber getting into my space, my turf, which is why this is gonna be a roasting for the ages. Because there's only one person who does this content, and it's this motherfucking Ginger. So let's get into your favorite films. And I'm gonna start off with Raw. My goodness, a film where people just can't help but eat lots of flesh. Are you friends with that guy who it turned out was a cannibal? He was in Call Me By Your Name. I forget his name. I think my brain has just completely erased him. Are you friends with him by chance? Maybe you could have great conversations about eating people alive. Army Hammer, thank you, chat. I have a very helpful chat here with me right now. Then we're gonna move on to what I can only describe as a super goddamn depressing film, Trin, The Virgin Suicides. And for whatever reason, the only thing I can ever say about this film is that a couple of my friends are in it. If you've ever seen the scene where like a person is being driven away in an ambulance, if you ever look through the crowd and see someone holding a bicycle, that's a friend of mine. That's not really anything to do with a roast, but it's a fun little fact that I like to tell people occasionally. And then there is Juno. There's Juno. Trin, you have Juno right there. And while it stars a Canadian named Elliot Page, and it also stars another Canadian named Michael Cera, double Canadians, That's great. That's not going to save you, Trin. That's not going to save you at all, because I can just tell that when you put Juno as your #1 film, you just needed to tell everybody that you are just such a fucking try-hard, Trin. Could you please just calm down on being a better content creator than everyone else who basically does film content, Trin? Could you just please stop being such a try-hard? And that's exactly what Juno says to me. Oh, you're so quirky. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, you're so good at making content. It makes me sick. Trin. I'm also not going to touch the Joy Luck Club because I have no idea what that is. So let's just go right into your lists. Ooh, 2022 ranked. I feel like I could speak on that fairly well.
A few moments later.
I feel like we saw different films for the most part. Also, like having The Invitation ranked that close to The Lost City, that's ridiculous. Although you do strike me as being someone who is a big fan of the CW, so I get why The Invitation is high up as it is. Joseph Gordon-Levitt films ranked on how attractive he is in them. Can it tie for last place?
People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
Comfort movies. Cheaper by the dozen and cheaper by the dozen too. So how do comfort movies differ from pure comfort or from pure comfort films? I feel like you're saying the same thing over and over and over again, just trying to get the likes because you think that metrics actually matter on this website. There's no algorithm on Letterboxd, Trin. Just chill out. So let's just look at all of the films you've ranked and figure out which ones are wrong. Objectively wrong. Yo, Misery, 2 stars? Oh, I thought maybe you had good taste and now I don't think you do. I'm sorry. Maybe we were never meant to be friends. Says the guy roasting you because someone in my chat paid me to do it. I guess we just need to look at the high ones now and see what kind of ridiculousness we can find. Maybe Scream 6 has 5 stars? I gotta say, I disagree. I disagree quite a lot. This is like a 2.5 to 3 star film. It has a couple of very good sequences in it, the convenience store scene, the subway scene particularly, but there's just a lot of other things in the film that make it seem kind of cheap, you know? It's kind of cheap. Also, La La Land, 5 stars. It almost seems redundant to say it now, but because I'm sure there might be some people who are fans of yours who don't know my opinion on La La Land, I think it's an overrated piece of garbage. It's easily that director's worst film, and the fact that it gets held up the way it does, I'm not about it. And it just bothers me to see it here. Hey, you gave your next 5 stars. Never mind, we're actually friends. And with that, Trin, the roast is done. That was all in good fun. Please do not send your audience to kill me. That would be super great of you. And if you're new here, subscribe to Cinemateq and like this video. Have a good one.